Hi, everybody. Coach Susan here with Big on Results Coaching. I help people that are in transition or stuck to live a life of joy and prosperity. And I am here for your Manifestation Monday video on the topic of resilience. Are you a bounce back type of person? Or are you a person that has some failures? Have you had some failures that you thought, I'm not going to tell anybody about that? Do you have other failures where you think, oh, I feel so defeated. I don't even know why I tried that. I don't know what I was thinking. Or do you have some failures where somebody that you care about says, it's okay. Not everybody's meant to do that. It's okay. Just stick to this. Don't even think about that over there. You don't need to do that anyway. Or do you have some failures like, sorry, man. Sorry. Well, what type of coping skills do you have so that you can overcome those failures? Have you ever considered that a failure is actually just a challenge and it's something that's completely obtainable and that you can indeed overcome it? Have you utilized your coping skills so that you can be resilient and bounce back? Having that level of resilience and having that flexibility within yourself allows you to recognize that it is obtainable. You just have to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. Failure is a stepping stone to success. So when we see things as a way to do it, then we can do it. But if we see failure as it's a closed door, there's no way, this can never happen, then we're going to be in that level of defeat. Why would you want to stay there? Why don't you just figure it out? Yeah. Failure may be that yucky F word, but figure it out. Yeah. That's a very nice F word phrase. Figure it out. Use this opportunity to be better. Figure out these things that you felt were failures. And as society would say, you're a failure because this happened, you're a failure because of that, you're a failure because of this. Well, be resilient. Bounce back. Recognize the challenge. If you do not see things for what they could be, you will continue to be stuck and have that perception of self as a failure. Having that level of resilience, that is your coping skills for that adversity. So go back and look at it and reflect. See what it is, recharge. Think about it. Improve and expand on those things that were necessary to help you to be successful. Don't stop short. And don't listen to other people that are telling you things. You had it birthed in your own heart, and that was your idea to do those things, and that you can do it. So be just resilient. Bounce back. I bet the first time you tried to ride a bike, that might not have went so well, but you got back on. and you learned how to balance yourself. And then you were able to go forward. Life is like that. Have that resilience to try it again, to see things as a challenge. Some people have things so easy in life. You're going, well, they're successful. Look at them. They did this. They had that silver spoon in their mouth, and everything gets handed to them on a silver platter. I'm not like that. My life isn't like that. I've had struggle after struggle after struggle after struggle. And guess what? You're alive. So you have life in you. So recognize the challenge and overcome it. Be resilient enough to figure it out. Look through history. Look at all of these seeming failures. But it was because of the tenacity of that person and being resilient that they were able to actually do those things that we've come accustomed to having or knowing or living, because they were resilient. What makes you any less? Nothing. We get so stopped right here. But when we recognize what was birthed in our heart and that we have that, it was not by chance that you came up with those concepts or those ideas. It was for a purpose, for you to go forward and to accomplish it. When we think of life, it's kind of like, hey, there's this shade of this puzzle piece and this one over here, it's this shade, but put together happens to be a very colorful, big picture. But until we pull those pieces together and connect them, they're just colors, just shades. Yeah, they don't mean anything. But when you put it together, it means everything. So when we lack that coping skill of resilience, then we're just going to have a mediocre life. We're just kind of lying low. When it's quiet, we think, oh my gosh, I failed at that. Oh, and then you allow it to plague you. Instead of seeing it for what it is, that is just something you need to figure out. It is that challenge and that stepping stone to go forward. Be resilient to recognize that. Don't allow yourself to be in defeat thinking that this thing that you failed at was so horrendous that everything bad is happening because you failed. Well, did you really fail? Maybe what you're really failing is the ability to have resilience. But everything that we fail out means that there is a success that is obtainable for you. There's that level of growth for you to advance. So see it for what? Yeah, it really is. It's a challenge. It's an opportunity. But you can do it if you're resilient. Dust yourself off. Stand up. Rise up. Go forward. Figure it out. And then, if you fail again, go back and figure out it again until you master it, because everything worth mastering has some element of failure attached to it. It's those and the tenacity of the individuals that persevere forward, that are resilient and have that level of coping skills so that they do not fall by the wayside. Those are the ones that have success. And you too can have it. If you need some help or maybe just some support or a swift kick in the butt, please reach out to me. I'm Coach Susan with Big on Results, and I want you to be resilient. I want you to have all that stuff that you want to do, and I want your self-perception to be improved. Until next Monday.